Okay folks, so I've been asked about how I have been setting off my primers in my 8x63 brass because it's Berdan primed and it's really hard to get that primer out of there, especially when it's still alive. There's a couple of methods where you punch it through with a prick punch and then you just pull it out, but that's extremely dangerous to do when it's still alive. Now I tried using the organ gun method where you basically have a 2x4 with a bunch of holes drilled into it, and then you shove these into the holes, and then you take a torch and heat them up and fire off the primers. But I found they were really inconsistent. Sometimes they would pop, sometimes they wouldn't, and I wouldn't know which ones had fired and which ones hadn't. And it was pretty loud, and there was primers flying all over the place. It was a little dangerous, so I came up with another method here. Now I've got a bunch of plumbing parts here. This is a 1/2-inch coupler, and it's threaded into it is a 1/4 by 1/2 reducer, and threaded into that is a plug, 1/4-inch brass plug that I've drilled a hole through and then inserted a sharpened bolt and then backed it up with a couple of nuts to hold it into place. And this works pretty good. And the base, it's just a 2x4 with a bolt stuck through it, and the bolt is the right diameter for the case just to slip over. And it's kind of convenient, if you can get it to work, is to have the mouth case go below the wood level here a little bit. That way the flash, you can see, I don't know if you can see it here, but it's burnt in here. That's where the flash has been going. So you just slide it over top, stick that on top like that. There we go. Done. Pretty easy. Works really well. Nice and slick. It doesn't make a lot of noise, and you can smell it. It's gone off and it's nice and warm. So I mean, the primer's been fired, and there's no mistaking that. That's a good solid strike. I don't think anybody's going to complain about it. Oh, there's some good smoke there. See? Pretty easy. And you can just sit out here in your front yard and do this over and over again until you're done processing your brass. So there you have it, folks. That's how I fire off Berdan primed brass so I can take it to a scrap dealer. Have a good one, and I'll see you out on the range.